the orders to go to the Hobus System. But before we do that, I'm going to need to do some maintenance in this. You can carry the ramen now and a potato. Chicken and guck. And rock. And a retigino. Guess I'm out of my inventory. I'm happy. Right, let's pick up this mission. So, how Admiral tonight?
The cause of the supernova that destroyed Romulus remains a mystery. Our allies in the Romulan Republic have a theory on the matter, however. They believe that Taris, the former Praetor of the Romulan Star Empire, is responsible. Republic forces attempted to apprehend her, but she escaped through an Iconian gateway. Recently, the Republic has discovered new information that could help us track down Taris. We want you to rendezvous with the R.R.W. Lleiset and provide any assistance you can.
Okay, so we'll accept that. So we're going to get an ejector assembly and 480 dilithium.
I have new missions for you.
Right, not going to accept that one though. Shouldn't even know who the Tan is yet. Off to the Hobus System. Maximum warp, which is 6.62. Yeah, don't shoot me. That's my fault. Right. Got a training manual there for engineering team Mark 2. Those training manuals, what they are is the crew abilities. So if you come here, she's already got engineering 2, but if you come here you can train her to do engineering 2, so I'll do that as well. But then you can pick them. Some of these you can pick up from a training from an officer's training, but some are like the structural integrity collapse. That comes from a lockbox. So you won't have access to it. You have to go onto the exchange and try and find it. First to Parade 1 and 2. Now I've done some digging about what I was planning to do on the so the Secrets of Nimbus is the only one that's accessed now. The Lost Dominion and the one I thought I was going to do, which was the one set at Drozana, they're level 65, so I'll be able to do them missions until I reach top rank. What I might do is, because Nimbus is quite a short stint, and it is technically part of the
On a forgotten world, a shadow of great evil lurks, waiting for the chance to strike. The truth behind the destruction of the Romulus system may be the harbinger of the greatest threat the Federation has ever faced.
Thank you, Spock. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I might do I might do these missions here. Up to mission 7. I think that might be, I might have to, that one might need a small ship, but you do this, the TFO and episode 7. So here we go, into the Hobus System. Taris. Sir, we've arrived in the Hobus System. We are being held by the R.R.W. Lleiset. On screen. It's a pleasure to be working with you, Lieutenant Commander Andrews. I heard how you got your first command. Well done. Not every officer could withstand such a challenge. The pleasure is mine, Commander. Agents working for the Romulan Republic have recovered definite proof that Taris, or persons working with Taris, were responsible for the Hobus supernova that destroyed the homeworld. Our agent spoke to Taris. She claimed that she was deceived by Hakif, but that does not excuse her culpability in the destruction of 2 inhabitable worlds and the deaths of millions. Our agent tells us that Taris believes her Iconian masters can change the past and restore Romulus. So not only is she a killer, she's insane. What do you suggest we do about her? Taris cannot be allowed to commit even greater crimes in an attempt to fix her mistakes. My intelligence officer, Lieutenant Garrus Salen, has intercepted communications that will allow us to locate Taris and finally bring her to justice. Let him explain in greater detail. Very well. Greetings, Commander. You don't say Lieutenant Commander. I am Lieutenant Garrus Salen of the Romulan Republic. There are certain pleasantries that are customary in these circumstances, however I am choosing to skip those. We have much to do. Recently, the Republic intercepted a transmission from a group of Remans in the Hobus System. These Remans have remained loyal to Taris, the former Praetor of the Romulan Star Empire, who was deposed by Sealer. While the transmission was not unusual, its origin point, the Hobus System, is under strict quarantine. However, a previous team uncovered a mining facility at one of the planetary fragments. We believe that the Reman loyalists may have returned to this facility to continue their efforts. Why is it under quarantine? The Hobus System is the origin point of a supernova and subsequent subspace explosion that destroyed Romulus and Remus. It is still, as you say, a hot zone. The Remans loyal to Taris are using the quarantine as cover to resume their operations in this system. The transmission from we intercepted was addressed to Commander Anu, a Reman who was the captain of Taris' personal guard. He must be the liaison to the forces in the Hobus System. What do you suggest? The direct approach. If we confront the forces in the Hobus System who are in the location in violation of both Federation and Romulan Republic mandates by their very presence there, they will send a call for assistance to Commander Anu. Once he arrives, we simply follow him, and likely he will lead us back to Taris. A sound plan. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I've just received emergency orders from the Republic Command and must respond. Garrus can transport to your ship and help you complete the mission. We will return as soon as we can. That will be acceptable, Commander. Oh, here we are. So we're in
detecting some very rare minerals in the system, as well as the presence of protomatter. It is possible that Taris used the materials here to construct her weapon.
Thank you for intercepting me, Sub-Commander, or Lieutenant. I outrank you, you know. The planetoid's core contains trace signs of protomatter, sir. We should get a sample. Scanners are also picking up some old readings from the time of some of the icy asteroids in the core. Recommend we investigate them as well. Prepare to collect samples. I'm going to go and investigate these icy fragments now. Confirmed, sir. These fragments are decathium. What the hell that is? If we can locate a supply of tessicite, that means Taris would have had all the ingredients she needed to build a device right in this system. It is still circumstantial evidence unless we can tie it to her directly somehow. Collecting a sample will be critical. I recommend that we scan for tessicite deposits. Retrieve a sample and set course for the next planetary fragment. Captain, Riemann ship's decloaking. Really? I'm going to come here with Trevorrow light warbirds. Oh, I can't wait till when I have more freighter banks. Does look impressive for a supernova anyway. Sir, I'm detecting high levels of tessicite in the planetary fragment. Tessicite was one of the substances Stardate believes was used in the creation of a weapon that triggered the Hobus supernova.
As I suspected, the materials are all here. Our agent located Taris on planetary fragment Gamma. We should continue our search there.
Get some hydrogen gas before we do. Always fun. Scanners are detecting some kind of shield covering the large crater on the surface of the planetary fragment Gator. Gator? Gator? There! Gamma, Captain. Me no really English. This system is supposed to be under quarantine, but clearly there is some activity. We should get a scan of the shield. Sir, our scan has triggered an automated defense system and a Riemann ship is decloaking. They are hailing us on screen. Your presence here is a violation of the quarantine established by at least 3 sovereign governments. Explain your purpose. We are here to investigate your unauthorized presence in this system. What is your excuse? I serve the Romulan Star Empire and its true leader Taris. That is the only authorization I require. That is most unfortunate. Sir, if we can disable the Sekes, it is possible they may be able to lure out our new to investigate. My thoughts exactly.
Near it and mask our energy signature, I predict that R.R.W will approach to investigate further and be unable to detect us.
What happened here? We were attacked by Starfleet saboteurs. They appear to have fled.
Interesting. This is exactly like scenario 2247-B. I know he talks because I've been doing it before. I had thought the scenario 1847-K would have been more likely option. I shall incorporate this data into my modelling projections. Nevertheless, we should now be able to track our news trail. He should lead us right to Taris. Let's hope so. Our new ship has gone to warp, sir. Shall we follow? Yes. Sir, Commander News Trail led here to the Iconian system. This is another system that is off limits to normal traffic, so any activity here is a cause for concern. I recommend we investigate. The large crater looks likely to be a place to start. Set a course for the crater. So I'm detecting a new ship. Shouldn't it be in orbit somewhere? I'm not detecting his ship. Okay. He's lightly cloaked. The technology I use to track him is not localized enough to detect the ship, only to follow a general trail. Sir, I'm picking up a large shield protecting the structure of some type. The shield is using a modified cloaking device. If I hadn't been scanning for a large amount of tachyon particles, I would never have found it. Riemann ship decloaking. They're hailing us on screen. Federation ship. I am Sub Commander Shahandhando of the Riemann starship in Kafku. Your presence here could be considered an act of war. Leave immediately or we will open fire. We have no intention of leaving. That is unfortunate, Starfleet. Our conflict is not with you. Commander Anu has charged me with securing this installation at all costs. Praetor Taris must be allowed to complete her work, and you have already seen too much. Red alert. Oh, where is he? Hello? Doing up there? Up there? What are you doing down there?
Target shield has failed.
Damn it. Missed it.
Four shields failing.
A little power to the shields! I can't wait to command one of them. Deredex Warbird. Ramming speed! Lieutenant Commander, I took the liberty of assessing the Encantic systems before it was destroyed. I managed to download the access codes for the planetary shield. I believe we should be able to use it for them to lower the shield and reach the surface. Excellent work, Lieutenant. Transmit the codes. Codes that Lieutenant Shadowin has procured. See? Has procured. Even I can do grammar. Have lowered the base's shields. That will allow us to transport an away team to the structure underneath the surface. Are you ready to beam down? No. These are the coordinates for the underground structure we detected, Lieutenant Commander. Reading lifelines, sir. Multiple Remans and one Romulan. Our quarry could be just ahead. Let's hope so.
Starfleet! How did they find us? They must have followed me, Praetor. I will deal with that.
No, I need your help with the gateway. Send your guards.
Surprise! They appear to have attempted to merge Arconian and Romulan technology. Perhaps it's in an attempt to reactivate the gateway network. We should access the console and attempt to open the door. Acknowledged. Arconian database. Access to shipping logs. Access code. Recognize Psi 87816. Full access granted. These are the logs here. These are the logs of shipments to and from the base to the Hobus System. as well as schematics for several devices that are similar to recovered Iconian technology. According to the data, there is also stores of tessellite, decisium and protomatter in this level. On this level, these stores have some quantum signatures as the elements you recovered from the Hobus System. You quickly downloaded the data into your tricorder. This could be invaluable if Taris is brought to trial. Access personal log, Praetor Taris. Encrypted log Taris Omicron 214. It has been decades and I still find her key's betrayal difficult to accept. He is Romulan, treachery is in his heritage as is in mine, but you go to such lengths to destroy our world, it is too much to bear even now. He told me the device would destroy Denotra, and I, as a fool, believed him. File continues. And now those pathetic refugees from the Republic have told the entire quadrant that I am responsible for the destruction of Romulus. They don't understand. We should be allies. We want the same thing. At least my people will know the truth. And you is a rock. I find it strange that the Remans now are my only companions, but perhaps they understand loyalty more than any of us. I rely on him to help me continue my work. The Iconians can restore all that was lost. I know it, and the need to make them see that I am worthy. The Dark Masters have responded to my pleas for assistance with dread silence. My only recourse is to harness the technology for myself. When I can step through the gateway and meet them as an equal, I am confident that they will turn back time and make everything as it was before. The base in the Hobus System is lost to me, but the quarantine holds, and Anu can use it as a cover to collect the protomatter and bring it back to me. Cedar is looking for me, so is the Republic. If only I could make them see, for I am our people's last hope. She really needs to not learn to put her codes up. Hello, people. Enough. You have won, and in winning you have doomed the Romulan people. Taris, on the authority of Starfleet, you are under arrest for war crimes, committing an act of genocide and crimes against the galaxy. They are not my only crimes. I betrayed by Keith, and now those crimes will never be undone. I hope you realise that stopping me, you've doomed billions of Romulans to remain dead. Now you shall live with that guilt as I have. Even now you deny the truth of your role in the destruction of your people. You are blinded by your own lust for power, and you killed those people as surely as you had pulled the trigger yourself. Exeter, lock onto Taris and beam her directly to the brig. Before we leave, Lieutenant Commander, I suggest that we look for evidence as the materials we discovered on Hobus. They will undoubtedly prove vital in Taris' trial. We should also overload the gateway and make certain it can never be used again. we'll do that in a minute. This tesseract contains the energy signatures that corresponds to the tesseract deposits that we scanned on the Hobus System, Captain. Tesseract is an explosive compound Starfleet believes is present in the device that triggered the Hobus supernova, and here it is. It could be connected. Well done, Ensign. This decaphium appears to have come from the same source as the decaphium we discovered in the Hobus System. These link-ups will be important evidence in Taris' trial. The evidence is stacking up, isn't it? Sir, this protomatter appears to come from the Hobus System. Is that what you're going to say, Ensign? Although there are several uses of protomatter, it is often used for explosive devices. It is also present in the debris in the device that triggered in the Hobus supernova. Protomatter was used in the Genesis device. It is powerful but extremely dangerous. So the gateway is programmed to overload and there's no way to stop it. We need to return to the exit before it happens. Blue, blue, blue. Taris is in the brig, Captain, and all the evidence we found has been logged and secured. Now we just need to deliver her to the safe location. Set the course out of the system. Shit. So it's Laval, the ship of Cedar herself. She's hailing us. Lieutenant Commander Andrews, how nice to see you again. I feel that we are becoming old friends. I will admit that your previous attempts to thwart my plans have been irritating, but your actions today have more than made up for those petty annoyances. Taris still has her loyalist among my people, and an open move against her would have been a distraction from my greater plans. I don't work for you, but you played the pawn perfectly. I could not have asked for a more obedient tool. Now, if you transport Taris to my ship, we can avoid any unpleasantness. I could never be friends with a monster like you. USS Belfast. Lleiset. The Lleiset informed us you might need some assistance with a prisoner transport. Good thing we brought some backup. Thanks, Captain Sean. Taris is wanted by the Romulan Star Empire for high treason and war crimes against the Romulan people. The Empire is the legitimate government of the Romulan people, and I demand that you turn this terrorist over for trial and punishment. You make an excellent point, but I'm afraid we have captured her. We must maintain custody. You are welcome to submit an extradition request to the office of the Federation President. Taris' actions did not just impact Romulus and Romulan worlds. Her alleged crimes are against the entire quadrant. You are welcome to attend her and even testify at her trial, or perhaps we could establish an interplanetary tribunal of all those infected by the Hobus supernova. But for now, she'll remain in Starfleet custody. Turn her over to a sham trial and swift execution. Sorry, Cedar, but the Federation has an ancient ideal we call due process. I'll say speak to the President. You are a disappointment, Lieutenant Commander. Nevertheless, you did remove Taris from the game, and for that I am grateful. Consider your decisions more carefully the next time we meet, and I can be a powerful ally, or I can be your worst enemy. You are an epitome of generosity, Emperor Sealer. You are not not the kind of ally I need. I had hoped our people could find peace. Perhaps that is not possible. I suppose she's an epitome of generosity. And she can go to the Belfast. Prisoner transfer successful. Taris is safely secured in the brig and we can take her from here. One more thing, Lieutenant Commander. We're detecting some unusual residue from the surface. Our database identified it as Iconian. Yes, it was an Iconian gateway on the surface. A group of Remans used it to escape. Did you know any idea where they? Do you have any idea where they went? Only a glimpse, but something looked like a kind of Romulan station. Lieutenant Commander, the Lleiset's are closing and they are hailing us on screen. Looks like we missed all the excitement, but I have been monitoring your progress on behalf of the Romulan Republic. I would like to thank you and your crew for your assistance. I'm confident that the Federation will provide more than adequate security for Taris until a trial can be arranged. You can transport Garrus back to the Lleiset as soon as you're ready. A pleasure, Commander. Transport room, you are clear to send Lieutenant Sheelan back to the Lleiset. We have completed our task, sir, and are ready to set course. Leave the system. And off we plop. Lots of visitors today. Now report to Admiral tonight.
Much to consider. If the destruction of the Romulan homeworld was a deliberate act, not only was it mass murder, but that one event has been a major cause of the destabilization of the quadrant over the past 40 years, not to mention the light that it casts on the internal struggles of the Romulan people. This one horrible act set off a chain of reactions that could change the galaxy forever. We must know who did this and why. The interrogation of Taris will no doubt lead to many truths. But I am troubled by these Remans. Why did they turn on Taris? And where did they go?
Remember they went to Taris in the Star Wars universe. Though I wouldn't recommend it.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
You Lieutenant Commander,
The fledgling Romulan Republic has requested our help. Tholians have been capturing Republic ships and keeping them in a facility deep in the Azure Nebula. The Republic wants its officers and ships back. Helping them with this would be a show of good faith that would aid us diplomatically. Join the Azure Nebula Rescue Task Force operation and show the Republic that they can count on the Federation.
Well, it's not like you're giving me a choice, because I have to do it. Right, so we have to do it because otherwise we can't do the next mission. So, time to stand here and talk for 10 minutes while we wait for this mission to actually work. So coming to PvE Task Force Operations. So Romulan Marks 1. Well, now called Marks 1, but there you are. Azure Nebula Rescue. The Tholians are holding captured Romulan ships in the mysterious Azure Nebula. Assist the Romulan Star Empire by penetrating the Tholian defences and freeing the captive ships. That should actually probably read Romulan Republic ships, but eh. Well, that's been a spawn up. I'm going to head to Starbase 39 Sierra. See how long we've been going. Yeah, so these are probably the ones that are going to take some bloody ever. Duty officer missions are finished. That's a station. It does have all the facilities that a space dock has, except for some. Actually has all of them. Don't know if you purchase ships here though. Yeah, well, I'm trying to. This place could really do with a touch up. Bring it up to I don't know if you can actually skip this, because I might skip it because this is going to take a pissing ever. If it doesn't kick it, doesn't spot off, then I'll just skip it. Just do the episode 7, which takes the census here anyway. Ticked off. Good. When you get into like rank 65, you can do random TFOs, which, while some are annoying, they do kick off quicker, rather than the old-fashioned way of waiting for it to start. Hopefully everyone's pressed ready, otherwise we'll be in trouble. So the R.R.W Nebula rescue, basically you gotta go run around and rescue ships that are captured by the Tholians at certain points. It pains me to ask for your assistance, but these Romulus and by ships have been freedom scans indicate that they've been cracked to beams. Like, yeah.
here is limited. Stay focused. Plan your attacks, and save as many ships as possible. Every loss is critical for my people.
Yeah, so you go for the highest scoring ones. So 3. We are against lots of. Probably gonna die here. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go for the highest scoring ones rather than that. That's only worth 1 as a revolver warbird. There's a list warbird. Two Rakuses, God's sake. That would explain why I'm getting my arse kicked. Good thing about these not being advanced is the fact that, well, I suppose it's one of those that better stick together.
Warbird is escaping.
Yeah, this is not going well.
Apex Warbird is escaping.
I will get my revenge when I get a higher level. When I get to level 65, and I get my commander abilities, my cat admiral abilities.
Apex Warbird is escaping.
Us newbies stick together because we're newbies.
This warbird is escaping.
Just the Klingon. Here you go. So bloody low ranks, I mean it's probably wise to do it this way. When you're higher ranking, not when your ship can take more damage, and then you
Warbird is escaping.
Goes up on my escape pods there. The hell's the Terran frigate doing here?
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Ah! So I need the map. Ah, so now we get to talk about something else.
Excellent work. The Republic values our assistance, and these joint ventures will only continue to strengthen those bonds.
Yeah, that's how it works. Anyway, so what we now unlock now, so new officer to report. So get a Tellarite scientist. She can't join us right now. Now we've now unlocked. Well, I buggered it up, but anyway, we now unlocked R&D. Sector travel. We'll now go faster. 25% faster. Right. R&D on this game is a bit different from other games. Don't understand why we've got a reputation that shouldn't really be there. Really shouldn't have had access to reputation. Well, I have no access to reputation. So anyway, research and development. Now, research and development, you can make anything up to rank 12. So I can actually make a rank 12 anti-proton beam, although I can't because I don't have any of the components, but I can in theory make it. Now the levels here don't really mean, doesn't mean I can't construct this stuff. What it means is how long it takes. So a level 1 beam school will take ages to make. Well, they show that take them. Well, it's not. Sorry, it's not about time. It's about the quantity, the quality that you get. So yeah, that's what it is. So Mark II right now they will make it. They're taking 5 minutes to make it, but it'd be a common beam array, anti-proton beam. More likely than that with the percentages there. So you've got 2% rare, very rare, and then rare, and then uncommon, and then common. So and that's how it works. So the more higher level, the more likelihood you have of getting a better weapon. You've got the beam eraser in here, you've got your consoles, dual beams, dual beam banks, which I generally never use. You got your consoles in here to improve your power. Cannons here, the cannon consoles, dual cannons, heavy cannons, and single cannons, turrets. Everything that you need are here. Your kit modules, your projectiles, or your torpedoes. I should probably go over what they are. So the different. These are different. They've got different flavors of weaponry. Not so much in torpedoes. Torpedoes are all pretty much the same, except for the plasma torpedoes. They will mainly do do kinetic damage. I think, yeah, the plasmas but they do plasma damage over a while. You got your photon torpedoes, quantum torpedoes, transphasic torpedoes. Just giving a bonus to penetration to shields, tricobalt, high damage, AoE damage, quantums, photons and critons. But the main thing, anti-proton is probably the best one because it's got crit severity as its proc. So mainly people go around anti-proton. The best anti-protons in the game at the moment are probably the Herald web anti-protons, but they make a damn annoying noise when they fire. Disruptor, they have a chance to knock 2% chance to do all damage resistance. Disruptors, phasers, they have a chance to knock off a subsystem. So like a shield array or something like that. If you get lucky. Plasmas, they do plasma damage that ignores shields. Polaron, that's the second best in the game. They do chance to 20.5% chance to do all current power levels down to for 5 seconds. I forgot to turn off notifications like an idiot. Best one of these is at the moment is the Dominion Polaron beams, which is the Jedi beams of death, and Tetrion, which nobody really uses, but they do damage to shields, and they're generally used to bring down your shields. Weapons have the same flavour as well: anti-proton, disruptor, phaser, plasma, Polaron and Tetrion. Cannons as well, they also come in the same, so anti-proton, disruptor, phaser, plasma, Polaron. They're the main 6 powers, 6 different weapons in the game. You then get subsets of them, and they keep going down. So you get mixtures of them as well, like the phaser disruptor array, and it's all very odd. But those are the main things. When I finally get to level 65, probably run around with anti-protons or Polaron beams, mainly for that ability to do crit severity. But anyway, so with research and development, at the moment you see it says there, because it's just unlocked, you have to raise a school to level 2 to be able to unlock the second tier, and then you raise a school to level 4, and then I have to have at least 3 schools at level 5, and then finally unlock one at level 15, and then the bottom one you have to you have to unlock it from your fleet research lab. But what it generally means, what you need to do is come down to the bottom here, and it's a research project. It takes 20 hours. All 3 of them, all these have them, except for officer training and special projects. They don't have that. Raise it to level 15. Special projects, you can't really do these because they're part and parcel with the the anniversary event. It gives you these, which are probably the best tech upgrades in the game, but they take so bloody long to get them. You have to do that from there to get the uncommon, and you get the uncommon ones to do the rare ones. The rare ones then make into that in 2 hours, and in 20 hours you then get your tech upgrades. Officer training is where your abilities are for your bridge officers. Because I'm an engineering officer, I only have access to engineering abilities. So yeah, all these are down to shields. I have this down here, which starts a research project for 20 hours. So what I'm going to do, come down here. It takes the cost here. That's all the stuff I've been collecting. So it takes the uranium to do it. You get a research lab assistant, research lab site. You get R&D scientists. You get free ones for this, and then you have to unlock more of them. So start that, and now that's now locked for 20 hours. And if I had 17,000 dilithium, I could auto complete it. And that's pretty much research and development. Research and development these days is pretty much useless. Nobody really uses them. Again, I don't understand why the reputations come up there. It might be because I collected some Romulan marks, which I shouldn't really have, but I did. Just refine some dilithium. Yeah, that's basically it. The research and development is pretty much a dead art these days. But these are all the stuff you collect. Quinoline gas is a rare one, and deuterium, Z particles. That's an upgrade kit, and those are my Phoenix upgrades, which I was talking about in part 2. That's pretty much it for R&D. That's pretty much it for this. So we're now going to go to missions and see if the next mission is ticked off, which is the vault. Probably not going to do the vault because I have to get a small ship.
The Romulans had a base known as the Vault that they used for research into Borg technology. This facility was abandoned in the chaos after the destruction of the Romulan homeworld, but intelligence suggests that the work there was far enough along that it was used to retrofit Nero's ship before it disappeared along with Ambassador Spock's vessel in the Hobus System. Long-range sensors have detected energy spikes in the Hobus System, and Starfleet intelligence believes that someone is bringing the Vault back online. We need to know who, and more importantly, we need to know if there is still Borg technology or restricted weaponry on that base. I need you to proceed immediately to the Hobus System and investigate the Vault. Engage if you must, but I would prefer if you could gather the information we need without conflict.
So we need to do is need a small ship.
I have new missions.
So you have to come over to so what I do, you have to come to that. I think it sends you here anyway. I've got to go and speak to the Lieutenant Commander de Soto in the Admiral's office. So I'll do that on Sunday stream. So yeah, I'll end it here. I didn't anticipate how long it would take to wait for the thing, and I didn't anticipate reaching level 15 to be blunt. So I'll speak to the Lieutenant Commander de Soto. So we'll stay here at Starbase 39 Sierra. Don't understand why we need to speak to the Admiral, but to the Commander, but we do. So, yeah, so I think it's just basically going to tell us that we need a small ship. Here, I didn't know that. So the Admiral's office is here at Starbase 39. Where is he? There he is. Kyle de Soto.
In order to avoid drawing too much attention, you need to fly under the radar, so to speak. Admiral Tanay has authorized the requisition of a shuttlecraft for you. You can fulfill the requisition in the shipyard. Once you're ready, take the shuttlecraft out to the Hobus System. If you have a runabout fighter or other such craft available, feel free to use it, but do not approach the system in a starship. We want to avoid the notice of whoever's in the vault. A shuttle will also be able to dock with the vault and explore the interior.
Also, the Public Intelligence is sending us one of their best operation Commander Tamara. She'll fully debriefed and transport to your vessel as soon as you're ready to depart Icona. I trust this won't be a problem, Lieutenant Commander.
Any questions? What? Oh, that mythical boogeyman organization? No. This is a standard Starfleet operation at the behest of Admiral Taris and supported by Starfleet intelligence. In case you were wondering, that means that you should observe all regulations. You don't any questions? Starfleet will make sure to have a ship or two in range for a rapid response. Any questions?
No more
Very
questions.
Well. Remember,
size doesn't matter. So we now got an extra slot free there, and then we need to speak to the shuttle information officer on the ship. I'll do all this all now so we don't have to mess about and just get straight to our shuttle. So the three shuttles it gives you, so you can think it's a Type 9 shuttle and it's Type 9 shuttle or the captain's yacht. You can fly. Oh, of course, I'm not going to. So you got to speak to this dude, the ship and shuttle's requisition, and then small craft. Right. So what we got here? We got so the free one. When it's a free ship, he's got the one by it, and that makes it says it's free. So we've got the captain's yacht or the Type 8 shuttle. So I'll go for the captain's yacht. Also in here you can purchase a new class runabout from DS9, Striker Stealth class, which I've got, the Peregrine attack craft. So these ones actually cost Zen. So you got the Delta class shuttle, which is the Delta Flyer. F class shuttle's free. That's from the original series. I'll get a Type 8 shuttle as well. The one I will be flying will be the it's the Delta Flyer. Here it says R.R.W. So then once you've done that, come over to Ship Selections Officer. You go to your small craft, and then you pick one. So you've got Captain's Yacht, and you switch and then you ready this ship, and then you activate the small craft, and now I'll be flying the Delta Flyer, which if I beam return to my ship. And there we go. I'm now inside the Delta Flyer. Okay, so that wraps this up, and I'll do part 8. Part 7 on Sunday, and we'll cover episode 7, episode 8, and episode 7 and 8. Hopefully. Thank you very much for watching, and live long and prosper.